Good morning, Sir Andre and our beloved friends from X80. Today we're gonna present about cooperative principle and implicature. But before we get started to the material, please let us introduce ourselves. Our members are Rahayati, me Sasti Maulida Alfarhani, and my friends Pipit Wahyuni. We are from X80 and from Group 6. The first material will be presented by Pipit Wahyuni. Please go ahead, time is yours.
Comparative principle. Chris developed another theory to explain and predict to conventional implicature, namely the comparative principles. In Chris' paper, Logic and Conversation, he argued that in order for a person to interpret what someone else says, some kind of comparative principle is assumed to be in operation. Definition of cooperation and cooperative principle. Cooperation is the basis of successful conversation. Cooperative principle. First, make your conversational contribution such as is required. Second, at the stage at which it occurred by the exact purpose or direction of the talk exchange in which your engine. The cooperative principle consists of four basic maxims called the Grecian maxims that help to describe how people attempt to be cooperative in their communication. The Grecian maxims are quantity, quality, manner, and relevance.
Okay, thank you so much, Pipit Wahyuni. Next material will be presented by Rahayati. Please go ahead, time is yours.
The four maxim. 1. Quantity. A. Make your contribution as informative as is required for the current purpose of the exchange. B. Do not make your contribution more informative than is required. So, quality. Try to make your contribution one that is true. A. Do not say what you believe to be false. B. Do not say that for which you lack adequate evidence. 3. Relation. Be relevant. 4. Manner. Be pervasive. A. Avoid obscurity of expression. B. Avoid ambiguity. C. Be brief. Avoid unnecessary prolixity. D. Be orderly. The next is if speakers are comparative and generally follow the maxim, conclusion can be drawn about what they mean. This will be particularly relevant in the cases where what they say is not ambitiously comparative. According to Grace, conversational implicator can be inferred by making the assumption that the speaker is comparative and that they are therefore following the maxim or breaking them for some good reason.
Okay, thank you so much, Rahayati. Now I will explain about the example of cooperative principles. Suppose Alex asks, "Where is the salt?" and Chris responds, "Somewhere in the kitchen." What Alex requires at that point in the conversation is more specific information about where the salt is. Chris is not following the maxim of quantity. The assumption that Chris is being cooperative can be maintained only if a more specific responses would violate some other maxim. If Chris doesn't know where in the kitchen the salt is, any more specific response would violate the second maxim of quality, or do not say that for which you lack adequate evidence. This generates the implicature that Chris does not know where the kitchen the salt is. Well, after we explain about the material cooperative principle, here's the conclusion. Grace theory provides a way to distinguish between the two in a principal way, and explain how an expression that has a relatively simple meaning can be used to communicate something different and more complex. This then allows for simpler theories of what expression mean, because what is communicated can be explained by the principles of the theory. So, after all of the explanation, if you have any question to ask us, don't forget to comment in down below. Thank you so much for your attention and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.